Hello guys, today we are making a video on Rahu and Ketu and how beneficial they are with the luminaries or with the benefics. You know, when I look at a lot of astrologers, they say, okay, Rahu is with moon or Rahu is with sun or vice versa. They say it's a Grahan Yoga, but is it true? No, it's not true. Um, the reason is Rahu and Ketu, as you guys know, are shadowy planets. They're not actual planets. And when they are with luminaries or with benefic planets in the horoscope, people say, or astrologers across the globe say that it's not it's not a benefic. It's going to create a lot of havocs in life. But is it true? No, guys, it's not true. The thing is, um, Rahu and Ketu are basically, whenever in a natal horoscope, wherever they're placed. For instance, if they're placed in Kendra positions, and you know, let's assume first house and the seventh house. Ketu is in the first house and Rahu is in the seventh house. Now, how do you look at it? People say, oh, Rahu's in the seventh house, it's going to create havoc in family life. Ketu's in the first house, and then it's going to again create confusion in one's own life. No, that's not true. If you look at a Scorpio ascendant, just giving you an instance, if you're looking at a Scorpio ascendant, if Ketu is placed in the Scorpio and Rahu is placed in Taurus, that is exactly the seventh house from Scorpio, basically. You look at the exalted positions of Ketu and Rahu, according to Brihat Parashara, basically, where Ketu is exalted in Scorpio and Rahu is exalted in Taurus. Now they become the lords of the first house and the seventh house, basically, the Kendras, basically. Now you have, suppose, for example, the Trikon houses, for a Scorpio ascendant, I'm talking about. You have Trikon houses which is 5 and 9. Now, if Scorpio becomes your first house, your fifth house is basically Pisces. The lord of it is Jupiter. And your ninth house is Cancer, which is ruled by Moon. So, Saggy is ruled by Jupiter and Cancer is ruled by Moon. Now, if in the first house and the seventh house, if Ketu is placed in the first house, that is Scorpio, and in the seventh house Rahu is placed, obviously, you have the fifth lord and the ninth lord aspecting each other and in association with Rahu and Ketu. That is, let's assume Jupiter placed in the first house with Ketu in Scorpio, and Moon, which is placed in Taurus, which is exalted in Taurus with Rahu. Now people say that's a Grahan Yoga. No, that's not a Grahan Yoga. Because whenever Rahu and Ketu are placed in a Kendra, they are the ruler of that particular house. And then when you look at the fifth lord and the ninth lord, in this case, they're aspecting each other. That is basically Rahu and Ketu were placed in the Kendras. Wherever they're placed, it's assumed that they rule that house. And then now when you have two benefics, that is Jupiter and Moon aspecting each other, you have the Kendra lords meeting the Trikon lords, that is the lord of the fifth and the ninth. Now, according to Brihad Parashara, that gives rise to a yoga. But unfortunately, people say, okay, luminaries with Rahu and Ketu, they don't do well. No, that's not the case. If that was the case, if you look at Rajesh Khanna, if you look at Donald Trump, if you look at Mahatma Gandhi, they all had luminaries with Rahu or Ketu, and they've been super successful. So, the notion of Rahu or Ketu with beneficiaries or with luminaries um is not such a bad thing as people have, astrologers have put this across. So, what I'm trying to say is, it's not about Rahu and Ketu, it's about any planet. You'll have to look at individually. A lot of astrologers around whom I've been with or learned or have seen on YouTube, they say, oh, if Rahu and Ketu is with the luminaries or with the benefics, they're malefics. That's not the case, guys. You know, for example, Rahu in Leo, in Magha Nakshatra, along with Venus or along with Sun, which is exalted